Ciao guys, Reverb. So GDC, the Game Developer Conference 2019, is now going on in San Francisco. We are now at day 2 and many more juicy news and stuff are coming up every second. So in this video I'm gonna go through all the news that we actually had today, the most interesting announcement, and also some speculation about, of course, you guessed it, the Oculus Rift S. So let's talk about it. So the first news of the day is actually from yesterday. They were talking about Nvidia because they actually unveiled cloud reality, that is gonna be a streaming service for VR and AR, where we're gonna be able to use the cloud to use our application in AR and VR using the 5G. They're actually partnering with AT&T and Ericsson to make this thing possible. And of course, we're not gonna see it right now because the 5G technology is not ready yet. We don't have devices yet for it, but it's something that's gonna work in the future, and we're gonna be able to use the power of the RTX graphic cards directly in VR, even through the cloud. That's very, very neat. But of course, we don't have a date for that yet, so that's bringing us to the second news, that is actually an announcement of an announcement, where Industrial Light and Magic Studios, the one that they're gonna make Star Wars Immortal, they unveiled that they're gonna talk about Darth Vader Immortal at Star Wars Celebration Chicago. That is gonna take place from the 11th to the 15th of April, and actually very, very interesting because what is saying over here in the line is that it's gonna be a launch title on the Oculus Quest. So, I mean, why should they talk about this title after the launch of the Quest? So probably we have a date and probably we have a confirmation that the Oculus Quest will be launched directly at F8 and not in these days, at least for the Quest. But about something that we actually know is that we have finally an update from Valve, and no, it's not about the Valve headset, it's not about the knuckles, we don't know anything about them yet when they're gonna arrive, but we have an update on the Moondust demo, and that's the demo that you use directly from Valve for the devs to use these knuckles controllers. So now the hands are gonna be displayed better, you're gonna have more interaction and stuff like that. It's a free demo, so if you have the Oculus Touch or the Vive Wand, you can already try it on Steam, and they just received the biggest update yet. So it's very, very interesting. Let's hope you're gonna know something more about the hardware stuff very, very soon, because I think many of us are waiting for some news about the Valve headset for sure. And talking about something that we talked about yesterday too, actually from Pimax, we have some renders of the new rugged edition that is kind of blue, and I don't know if the LED is gonna be there anymore, but you can see probably from the render that some parts are in metal. Still, it's not a real picture, but at least it's something. And there is the announcement, actually they are finally revealing and releasing, in partnership with Nvidia actually, the Brain Warp 1.0. So with the Pimax headset you're gonna be able to run at the half of the frame and have still a pretty fluent experience over there. So instead of having to meet the target of the 90 frames per second, you're gonna be able to play at 45 and you're gonna have a synthesized frame in the middle. That's pretty much what Oculus is already doing with the synchronous reprojection, and Valve with the motion smoothing, and the same thing also from Windows Mixed Reality. There was already a beta, it wasn't working so well, I already made a video about it over here. Now with the new update, hoping that it's gonna arrive very, very soon, we're gonna be able to use the full potential of this headset. So very, very interesting. And because we're talking about high resolution headset, well, today was a great day for Windows Mixed Reality, because there was the formal and the real announcement of the HP Reverb. It was actually called the HP Copper before, when it was a prototype. We made a video about it, and pretty much it's confirmed everything we talked about. So it's gonna have a 2160 by 2160 per eye in resolution, so it's an impressive resolution, higher than any other VR headset on the market, with an FOV of 114 degrees. As you can see from the images, this is totally different from the first version of the headset. They worked a lot also on the comfort to make it the most comfortable headset possible right now. It has integrated audio, detachable cable, so you're gonna be able also to connect it to a backpack, and it's gonna be targeted to arcade or businesses, but as a consumer, you're gonna be able to buy it too without any problem. The cost is gonna be $599 for the regular version for us regular people and to $659 for the businesses. Of course, we're gonna check it out as soon as it comes out because I'm very interested by that. I also have to say that it's an LCD display with RGB pixel arrangement, so we know for that the clarity is gonna be amazing, and it also has custom lenses, so very interesting. As of course, you can see right away that it really looks like an Oculus Rift. They kind of took inspiration, and well, this brings us to the last part of the news today. It is actually all the speculation that are going on for the Oculus Quest, Oculus Rift S. Okay, so what people are saying actually as GDC is that the Oculus Rift S could actually be the Oculus Quest itself. Now, it's very interesting, and something that it could be a win situation and not, because here we're talking about something that could be, instead of just a standalone headset on one side and just a PC headset on the other, we're gonna be one headset to rule them all. What pretty much is doing HTC with the HTC Vive Cosmos that is gonna be released later this year. In this way, you're gonna be able to just connect the cable and use it with your PC when you want the full power of your PC, or you're gonna be able just to play around the room completely wireless without any problem when you don't need it and you just want to play in your all-in-one device with the Snapdragon 835. I mean, completely freedom. And now, of course, this is just speculations, and we know that because we're gonna know more probably tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, and of course I'm gonna let you know about it. But it's actually very interesting for something that I found out today, and that's the Oculus Quest actually popped up on Amazon UK and Amazon.de, so the German Amazon. And in those, if you notice this picture, well, you can see Windows 8 on it. And now it could be a placeholder, could be anything, but well, if speculation is, well, this for me is a big part of a speculation. It could be a little confirmation on a point that probably we're gonna be able to run it on Windows as well. And that's very interesting, because at the end of the day, you're gonna pay just $50 more than what is the current Oculus Rift that actually you can't pretty much buy anymore. And you're gonna have a bumped in resolution, a different tracking, and a better software overall. And you're also gonna have integrated things. And also, probably with the USB Type-C, you're gonna be able to put a wireless adapter and be, again, completely wireless. Well, these are very much a lot of speculations. We don't really know, but let me know what you think about it. But there was actually another interesting fact from Google, from their new streaming service console, even if it's not really a console, where you're gonna be able to stream your games directly through YouTube or any different device that you have, and have a 4K 60 experience, a 1080p 60 experience. That is very interesting. Now, they didn't talk about VR, but at the end of the day, if you can run those games everywhere, it's gonna be very interesting also to have just them running off your Go or the Oculus Quest in the browser directly, because you're gonna be able to open it and play using your controllers, and you're gonna be completely good to go. At the end of the day, you're gonna be able to have two consoles in just one single headset. Very nice. We don't know anything about pricing and stuff like that. I actually tried it in beta last year and I wasn't really super impressed by latency, so that's why probably they didn't talk at all about VR, but we're gonna be able to use it for flat gaming in a way while we are in the VR environment. Not so bad at all. But anyway guys, that was all for today, and as always, if you liked the video, like. If you didn't like the video, dislike. Subscribe to the channel for more about VR and tech, because here we are a VR tech channel talking about VR technology, because we believe that VR is a big technology and should be considered as any other big technology out there. So subscribe for that, and I see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching again. Some other stuff I'm gonna leave in the description below, like the Discord and blah blah blah. Ciao.
That was insane!